Family and friends, we're gathered here today to celebrate the love of Broderick and Karina, of two lives, two souls, two stories becoming one. Their journey began with a single moment, well, perhaps more aptly, a single swipe. From the moment they connected, it was evident there was something extraordinary about her. Broderick was even reluctant to share her name for fear that my sister and I would embark on a deep dive online investigation of her. Turns out, Karina was just as smitten. You know that feeling when you meet someone and it seems as though you've known them forever? That's precisely the connection they share. And today, their separate stories merge to become one.
The story's just begun. The story's just begun. The story's just begun. Just begun.
They say sometimes love starts with a spark, and that might be true. But if I were to wish you a love, I wouldn't wish fire for you. You see, fire is powerful, but it burns and bright, then it's gone. It's beautiful and warm, but it doesn't last long. So instead of wishing you a love that burns, I wish you a love like a river that twists and turns. It changes and flows, it's powerful and free, but it consistently finds its way back to the sea. And so like the water, I hope your love is ever growing, ever changing. I hope your love is powerful and free. And may you always find each other like the river finds the sea.
The story's just begun. The story's just begun. Just begun.
With this ring,
I give you a map of my heart.
and all the roads lead to you.
From this day forward,
Shall never walk alone,
and when our hands are wrinkled,
and our souls are old and gray,
my heart will be your shelter
and my arms will be your home
until our dying day.
until our dying day.
The story's just begun.
By the power vested in me by the state of Georgia, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Broderick, you may kiss your bride. It is my honor and privilege to present for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Broderick and Karina Sanders.
From your head to your feet, everybody say yup. Big trust, no thank, everybody say yup. One time on the beat, everybody say yup.
On January 12th, 1994, it was a day that changed my life forever. It was a day that Jen gave birth to our first daughter, who we named Karina Lee. As they grow older, you essentially hope and you pray for four things. First, that they are healthy, that they are happy, that they become good people, and then finally, that they meet the love of their lives. So I'm thrilled to tell you, after 30 years, 8 months, and 22 days later, we are officially there.
Let me hear you say yup. Just like that, yup. From your head to your feet, everybody say yup. Big trust, no thank, everybody say yup. Ooh, nah, 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 nah.
I remember when Brody first told me about Karina. Typical guy conversation. Anything new? No. Well, then he goes, well, I've been talking to this girl for about a month. I was like, wait a minute. Brody and I talk probably every other day. He tells me about all his matches, Bumble, Tinder, Christian Mingle. Over time, I learned a lot about Karina. Not a fan of Mexican food. Red flag. But one of the biggest things that I learned was that she knows how to handle Brody. You are an incredible person who brings out the best in Brody. And I can confidently say that his mom would approve of not only this wedding, but also to call you her daughter-in-law. Here's to love, laughter, and living the dream. I love you both.
Yup. Just like that, yup. From your head to your feet, everybody say yup. Big trust, no thank, everybody say yup. Ooh, na 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 na.
Karina's always been the most important person in my life and my biggest role model. She'd always tell me to have the best time ever at a party, but then she'd turn around and she'd say, but be safe and make good choices. Our whole lives, I've always hoped, maybe even begged, for her to find someone just half as great as Brody. He canceled the first date, but let's all agree to forgive him for that small lapse in judgment. His kindness has always been true, and his love was always unconditional. I can't wait to celebrate their love for the rest of the night and also forever. Cheers! Mr. and Mrs. Sanders.